Hello again, friends! And of course, you are our friends. Welcome to D&M Sports Break number 213. Yes, it's the I can't believe we're still doing this edition. I feel like I say that every week, but I mean it more and more every week that goes by. Oh, boys. Look at all the people already here wrangling in. Kylan and Ricky are here. Dalo Trites. We got Chris, Yvonne, Levy, and Matt, and the whole gang here at Possum Lodge. It's great to see. We have one heck of a break here in front of us. 25-26 Black Diamond. We're going to do a Stature and an Engrained Icons. We'll do a trifecta of 23-24 Clear Cut, 23-24 Spa. We'll take a Series 1 Blaster and a Series 2 Tim. And if we can just get one young gun that we're looking for out of those two, that'll be a beautiful appetizer there for us. Bonjour, Yvonne. It was excellent to see you as well, my friend. It's always great when you guys come and take a visit. We've been busier than a one-arm paper hanger here, but things are going to start to finally breathe a little bit, especially with school starting back up tomorrow for all of the masses. What up, Fredgie and Hunter? Happy you guys were able to make it into the break. Very quick, as per the usual, we'll do our little vamp. We got quite a few new people this break here, which was nice to see. Some Haligonians and some people, let's say, across the nation. Post a number, any number. Why would you do such a thing? Well, if you can find that number in a short printed card, you'll win a prize. For example, Fredgie just picked number 8. Let's say we pull a card that's number 8 of 99. Well, as long as you have liked this feed and guess the right number, you'll win a prize. That is right. You will win a prize here from D&M Sports, because what else can we do but just shower you with all the richest jams and jellies and delicious creams that you could have ever wanted. 2 trades to announce. Santa Scott was in fine form yet again today, making sure to take care of everybody. To give you an example, he sent the Colorado Avalanche to Hunter for the Nashville Predators. So if that gives you an idea of what type of man Scott is, make sure you go out of your way and say, hey, Scott, you're a good chap. He also sent Calgary to Trevor, which is Trevor's team, and in return got the Ottawa Senators. So 2 trades, both involving Santa Scott. Aside from that, I think we vamped here long enough, my friends. I think it's time that we get our teeth and tear into some cardboard. And we'll start off with a Series 1 Blaster. These are always looked at as a little bit of an appetizer, if you will. What's your thoughts on the Panthers losing to the Habs? My thought, Hunter, is that I lost. Well, I didn't lose because I didn't. You don't lose anything you didn't have in the first place. My thoughts are that there was a horrible penalty at the end. Not a bad call, but just bad decision. And it cost me like 150 bones because I had Reinhardt for a goal, I had Marchand for a point, I had somebody else, and Florida just had to win. And I would have had it if it wasn't for those pesky Montreal Canadiens. To the point where I'm going to need a drink now. You got me drinking so early into the break here, Hunter. Jeez. Oh, delicious. Levy! That is for you, Mommy. I do think the Winter Classic was awful funny. Because if anybody would have asked me ahead of time who would have won, I would have said, don't you dare touch Florida. They didn't give a crap. Are you kidding me? They're coming in friggin' Ferraris and big stogies and all this other stuff. I'm like, they're just there for the experience. They didn't care about winning. Trevor, I got to get my dough from them first before they get free sponsorships. And if you want to sponsor D&M Sports Breaks, well, maybe I should actually give you a break first. We're not going to go through every base card when it comes here to the Blasters. We've got the Bustle, Speckle version with old Bradles. We have the Encore, 1 per Blaster, the Comeback for Dylan Strome, and the Cup Quest for Mitch Marner in a Maple Leaf jersey, which is unintentionally hilarious. Back into base cards. We do not keep any of the cards, so you're not going to get like numbered stuff or the Easter eggs here, but if we do miss something by accident because we're going through quick, we don't keep anything anyway, so everything is going right back there to you guys. Troy Terry is your first glossy. May not be a young gun here yet. We got a green Dazzy. Those are exclusive to the Blaster for Adrian Kempe in LA. And Ukapek and Lukonen, my favorite caveman. The sizzle reel is some of my favorite cards as we have Penguin Ville Koivunen, who's coming up the rear. Chris McCulley, you can tell me how Ville is a strong player or not. I like to think that that's not a mouth guard. The sizzle reels are cool. They have a QR code on the back. And once you scan the QR code, you can actually see the highlight from the game. So, like, the Bobrovsky version is the Bobbery. So it's when he made the big save on Tampa Bay in the playoffs. So you can actually go back, scan the QR code, and it'll take you to the highlight that was represented in the card. So I think that's a pretty neat idea that Upper Deck's been putting out. A couple more packs to roll. We have Ryan Leonard. That will be a rookie card for Washington with the glossy. We have UC Saros with the tracking systems in Smashville. And Seth Jarvis. Man, they have a bad time with portraits, don't they? I miss the old, like, Connor McDavid style yearbook poster portraits that they used to do. Part of the youth line pinched together with McGroarty and Kindle. Well, those are two decent names to put with them. So whoever's got Pittsburgh, keep an eye on Billy Koivunen. Final pack of the blaster. Hiding behind the Gus Bus and Johnny G, we have Zane Parayka with the Encore card. We got 2 in this blaster. Obviously, with Parayka, he has been absolutely sensational there in the juniors. We have one more young gun, and it is Owen Cylinder. Owen Cylinder. From Saskatchewan. That is a Columbus young gun. And we have AM34 with the compositions. So first off, Dale, I literally just explained how they have highlights. And second of all, coming from a Bruin fan complaining about cheap shots and dirty plays is one of the most unintentionally hilarious things that you could say. So, yeah. I will admit, Downtown Dale Traits is arguably the only Boston fan I know who doesn't like Brad Marchand. And never has. I'll admit the licking thing was the thing for me that made me go, oh, that's still gross thinking about that. But tis what tis, I suppose. Oh well. Haters gonna hate. Cup is a cup. Especially when Boston has won in the last couple decades and Florida has back-to-back. Oh, come on. Alright. So the beat continues with our tin. So we're going to transition from the blaster to Tin Town. Not Tintin, but just Tin Town. Let's put Billy Koivunen over there for now as well. Looking for cheap shot to see Logan Stanley and Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk has been a magnet for cheap shots in the last little bit, hasn't he? Obviously looking for Macklin Celebrini. We have some other decent names that we can fall across here as well, but see if we can come to. I agree with that, Chris, and keep in mind the kids go back to school tomorrow, so the kids who love the juniors aren't even able to stay up to even see the first friggin' period of the Canadian game, so I think it's absolutely ludicrous. Luda, we got Quinn Hughes, Sir Quinnigan the Portraits, and we got Rutger McGroarty. We got 2/3 of the kid line now, we just need Kindle, so a couple decent Penguin young guns, and we have Cole Caulfield is the Electricity. And then we go back into Johnny G. Dale Trace is also the man who feels that both Brady and Matthew Tkachuk don't belong in the Olympic team. He'd much rather have Chris Kreider and Vincent Trocheck instead. His words, not mine. Maverick Bork, your rookie glossy there with Dallas. Travis Sanheim, bang for your puck. And Nikita Kucherov with the playlist. Kindle not out until series. Oh, yes, of course. Chris McCullough, you're so smart. Hello, Linda, number 98. Hello to you too, Vince. We continue. Frank Nazar, your glossy. That will be a gold rookie for him. Nice one for Chicago. On a heater is Wyatt Johnston. That is a fact. And welcome aboard, Maverick Bork, with Dallas. I will be out of the office for the next few days. The Upper Deck Conference in beautiful Los Angeles takes place this week. So I will actually be going overnight tonight at probably 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'll be finding my way over to LA. So any of you consistent breakers out there with any questions, we'll get into what next week is and such as well. But Jake and Brady will be running the show here at D&M Sports. A chilling thought, I know. But just a little heads up that I will not be around after today, probably up until Saturday. So just a heads up there. But I'll be back next week to do the break, of course. So don't worry, no guest breakers. All right, Young Gun Renewed will be Philip Forsberg. We have the On Tour featuring Clayton Keller and Logan Cooley. And speaking of Coolies, it is probably the 6th best Cooley in the league behind Logan Cooley, Dmitry Kulikov, and Will Cooley. It is Devin Cooley. Doesn't mean he's still not cool. San Jose goaltender. Found there. The beat goes on. I just don't think there's... Oh my goodness, this guy. Guys, Dale's making an argument for why the Kachucks don't deserve to be on the Olympic American team, and I just can't. You guys can put him in a spot. Make sure you have fun enough to your fantasy team. Why would that be any different than usual, Chris? Alrighty. Mosai is going to be your glossy. Oh, well, there you go. So there you go, Young Gun checklist. I do understand it may not be the man, but it technically is. So this will actually be raffled off between the 2 men who have San Jose and Philadelphia. So Philadelphia belongs to Freggie, and San Jose 22 is Ricky. So Ricky and Freggie, you guys, post-break, we will find out who will get that card. I'm going to put it aside here for now. The Ulala will feature Alexander Gorgiev, and then we go back into base card count from there. You and I are head-to-head next week. Well, I guess I will be paying attention, Chris. See if we can let the good times roll there against Mr. McCauley. John Carlson is going to be your canvas card with the Capitals. Let's get a little bit of focus on that. I said let's get a little bit of... There you go. He's making... He's got that Riz. The skibbity Riz. There's a glossy from Medved Mishkov. So there's your first rookie card for Mishkov. So that goes to Fredge. And we have Brad Marchand is the Electricity. Wrong jersey. Well, not technical. You know what I mean. Yeah, sure, whatever. I got an Oliver Kapanen Young Gun yesterday. He's no Demidov had a good season with the Habs. Kapanen has looked very good eval for Montreal. So I would be still fairly... obviously, you want the Demidovian one, but... I would still be very happy with that. Behind Joey Decord is a Speckle Adam Pelch. Your On Tour will feature Tage Thompson and Rasmus Dahlin with Buffalo. And your Ooh La La is Connor Hellebuck. Then your base cards go from there. Chris, you trying to distract me? Come on now. It's just a little quick touchdown for Tennessee. Jags will seal it, right? Right? Last pack here for the tin, by the way. Oh, there's a spoiler alert. Shesterkin is going to be your Young Gun Renewed. Bang for your puck with Adam Pelch, the non-speckle this time. And your final Young Gun. Phil Kemp. That gets the Oilers on the board with a Young Gun. 3-card Dazzler pack, and then that'll be the end of the appetizers, as I like to call them. Then we'll dive into the meat of the matter. 3-card Dazzler pack. We want the Black Dazzlers. Black Dazzlers are 1 in 100 packs. You can get rookies and such, of course. Typically red and orange are the other ones that we're going to be able to potentially find. Let me see here. Oh yeah, it doesn't actually tell you. I didn't think so. So we have an orange Logan Couture with San Jose, orange Jared McCann with Seattle, and an orange AM34 with the Maple Leafs. Also known as Maple Leafs. There he is. Beautiful cards, the Dazzlers, eh? That disco kind of prism feel to it. I like it quite a bit. Alright, well, that's that, my friends. I think what we're going to do... We have quite a few goodies here going on. We'll do Engrained now. Then we'll decide between either Clear Cut or SPA, and then we'll go home on Stature and Black Diamond. So there you go. So we'll see what's going to happen with that one. Who's the 49ers playing in round 1, Chris? Oh, I see. I highly doubt that it matters on the Falcon game since they're playing New Orleans. They're battling for the NFC South there, Dale. As we start having football chats in our hockey break. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Dale, you don't get one. You were mean to me. Chris! That's you. Engrained Icons. We did one last week. Mixed results, if you will. The hits were freaking huge hits, but, the ones that aren't are suspect at best, to quote To quote Gorilla Monsoon. Give you a sneak peek inside. There you go. So you got one real chunky monkey right there in the middle. Should be 3 hits per pack on average. We do have a box loader here. Throw off our weight. And the base card checklist is full of high-end potential. So Patty Waugh was our big hit last week. Beautiful short print out of 49. Huge piece of stick. So that'll be your first base card to get you going. Should be one more base card behind that. And the prophecy was foretold. It is Nicholas Lidstrom with the wings. And now we should be getting into some different type of stuff. So everybody lean in close and let's see what we've got with Engrained Icons. Guess that hair. Ooh, Serge Savard. A little bit of a higher short print at a 199, but it is number 89. 89 out of 199, so there's a decent pickup there for Montreal. Look at that hair. Man, am I jealous. Got a goaltender up and coming. Ooh. That's awesome. Boys. It's a shame, I don't know who had LA. Adam's a newcomer to the break. You wouldn't know that Scott Carson was a huge LA fan. But at least Scotty can enjoy this one from afar. So Roger Vachon, you gotta love the auto, eh? There's somebody who took some time and actually signed those. So let's definitely get that guy on display. I'm gonna use Patty as my blanket, so we'll get Vachon. There we go. Here's your peek of the back. Classic King's emblem. Let's get a little bit of focus here so you guys can read what the heck is going on. I said let's get some focus. There we go. Va-va-voom. Va-va-voom. Excellent. And the Engrained is nice with the texture, right? Like that glossy sort of finish over the top. So we'll put Roger. We continue here behind Sir Patrick. This will be our final thin card before our thick one. Corey Sarich. The term icon has been thrown around a lot these days. And you never know sometimes. At least I'm sure people know who Corey Sarich is with the old Beehive auto. The slightly vintage Tampa Bay logo, not that that's really a thing for them. But that gets Tampa on the board, and Tampa, I believe that is you, Downtown Dale Trades. You ended up with Tampa twice in a row. You traded them last week, but cutting this week and got some ink. Final card is now on the way. This is going to be our thick one, and the name is going to peek out. So I did not see what the name is. We're going to drop it down. All right, good luck. Purple helmet. Could be Anaheim. Dan Bilesma. That one's cool. Obviously, quite the career post-playing as well in the NHL. With the Quack. So signature shots, assigned rate on lumber. I like the silver choice. I would have been okay with gold, but the silver worked out better than I thought it may. Yeah, I hear you, Dale. Well, you can't win them all. At least you got something. If you don't like it, you can give it away. It's okay. There's a peak there at the back. Not specifically numbered there for Dan Bilesma, but there you go. Gets a Quack attack on the board. Let's put him there for now. And there's that. Let's see. I'd like to. It's a shame I can't really get the auto on Bilesma anymore. I guess I gotta put him front row center. Should we do that? Oh, Trevor, you got Anaheim, do you? Yeah, good enough. What do you want to do? Do you want to do SP Authentic or do you want to do Clear Cut? There's about a 10-second delay on the feed, so while I wait for that, I'll just take a slug of something here. But if only 1 or 2 people vote, you'll have great sway over the rest of this break. So, Clear Cut or Spa? Which one do you want to go? Parker Washington touchdown. That's music to my ears, Chris. Oh, goodness, that's delicious. Chris says Clear Cut. Chris, you're in control. So does Levy say clear cut. Perfect. Tuda. There you go. Oh, Yvonne says spa. Oh, we got a race now. Let's see here. Box 34, 35, and 36 when it comes to clear cut. Clear cut wins by a vote of 3-1. So we'll go through our 1, 2, 3. Then we'll take a trip to the spa. And we'll go home, like I say, on Stature and then Black Diamond. We all know the shtick of clear cut, I would say. I won't say it too loud, and this whole table is made of wood, so I can just knock as I talk to not jinx anything. But we have had ridiculous luck with clear cut the last little bit. Like, ridiculous. Like, Celebrini Silver Outburst at a 25, Messier at a 25, even some still younger up-and-coming names like Shane Wright High Gloss or Josh Anderson at a 35s. So we hope that we can continue it here when it comes to the clear cut town. It is one card. It is a guaranteed auto. I think we all know what the shtick is here at this point. I'm going to raise my camera a little bit for my slow roll so you can really take a look at my beautiful D&M Upper Deck backdrop. Hopefully when I go to the conference tomorrow, Upper Deck will be so impressed with my backdrop, they'll start sponsoring my drink in the break. Since they're getting... Well, I'm just not going to talk anymore about that. Good luck! Going to champs. It is the blue champs, which are typically shorter print. I want to say they're at a 50. I might be wrong. Blue bucket, 37. Yellow on top. That typically means Buffalo. And that's not too shabby. If you have Buffalo, you can't get too upset at that. Casey Middlestad, he may not be there anymore, but at a 50. He was a part of that big trade package. Was it last year or the year before for Bowen Byram? So he's in Colorado now. Oh, and that's right, Yvonne. Yeah, Yvonne has read 2 clear cuts back-to-back. He got a Jeremy Roenick auto, which I was swooning over. And I got a Logan Stankoven rookie yesterday as well. So Casey Middlestat on the board. Who has Buffalo? Buffalo. Le Buffon. Le Buffon de Buffalo. Who does have Buffalo? Number 3. Jack. Jack is back again. Jack is back. Tell a friend. It was nice to see you, Jack. You came into the store a few days ago. Nice to put a name to the face. And to me, what really saves that is that it's at a 50. You know what I mean? The Champs autos, between you and I, are probably the less sought after of the autographs. So, I mean, you know what I mean? But at the same time, at a 50 like that, and you've got a good name, right? You've got an all-star. You've got a guy who's been around and going to be around. So that was box 34. This is box number 35. And once again, here we go. There's a little bit something a little different. We're going to die cut here. Typically assuming those are going to be horizontal. Let's get a little bit of focus here first. That's a bit better. I'll take that all day. I need a Miro. Miro. We got Miro Heiskanen. The SPX autos are quite sharp. The die cut feel to them is quite nice. That goes to Levy. And Miro Heiskanen, one of the top defensemen in the entire league, period. Much more color on the back to really kind of give it that pop. That is actually an update card from 22-23 clear cut, so Heiskanen would not have signed in time. He'll obviously be representing the Finnish Olympic team. And you know what? My personal opinion, that's 2 for 2 when we come down to clear cut, based off of what the low could be, if you will. And look at you guys. Look at Fred, Chris, and Jack, and Yvonne, and things are getting bumped now, but Dale, etc. Appreciate the positivity, guys. You guys rule. It makes people feel real good when they get that type of stuff. And that's what it's all about. It's all about the entertainment. It's all about the fun. We're going to put Miro right here for now. All right. So there we go. Number 2. Oh, derrière, Levy. very happy for you because that is a... when you get Dallas, you know, there's certain teams, well, Buffalo, whatever. Well, look, let's look at it this way. Our 5 hits are Buffalo, LA, Tampa, Dallas, and Anaheim. Those are usually not the ones on anybody's bingo card for guys that you want, but sometimes it works out. Mama say you don't always be like it is, but sometimes it do. Alright, this is the final one, number 36. Then we'll take a trip to the spa. Dun, 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 dun. Back to Champstown. Oh. Willie Carlson. Well, at least we've got 3 bona fide NHLers. There's William Carlson on the board there for Vegas. Vegas belongs to... Vegas. 16. Yvon. Félicitations, Yvon. Very nice. Way better than a rookie who went to the KHL after a couple games, when you can start to get some guys who are still around, who are a part of the team. You know that they're there in terms of being with Vegas. You know what? We've had better rounds of clear cut, and we've had much worse rounds. This definitely goes in like that more top half, if you will. So nothing wrong with that at all. Like I say, the big thing there, you know who the guys are, right? Which again sounds like it should be obvious, but if it was, if you don't want the no-name rookies to have cards, because you know you find that they kind of gum up the works, guys like Leon Draisaitl wouldn't have any rookie stuff because he wasn't supposed to be anything, right? So you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and then you have Upper Deck clear cut. What did I read about him with the Olympics? That calls for the recollection of your brain, Dalo, and I refuse to go down that path. I'm going to actually move Raji up here because he deserves more love than... Well, I mean, they all deserve more love, but you just don't see Raji very often. Alright, folks. We have box number 63. Everyone's favorite ratistic number. 10 packs, 9 cards per, 2 autos on average. We are 23-24, so if you are looking for Lane Hudson, Macklin Celebrini, Matvei Mishkov, you are in the wrong break. This is Connor Bedard here. We want Bedsy, we want Fantilli and Cooley, we want Carlson, Semiskevich, we want Hughes and Nyes, we want Benson, we want Poitras, we want these guys who are in the league now, who are going to be continuing to be up-and-comers. And don't forget, we pulled one of the dual Crosby Lemieux autos at a 25 out of this box not too long ago. That might be a lie. It might have been 24-25. The point is there are still dual autos and veteran autos and sign of the time autos and whatever, so you never know what we can find part of that. Brent! That's for you. I'm getting really good if I take my time and like hang time. I could be a punter in the NFL. Alright, folks. They don't often open up that way, but that's interesting. Philip Grubauer. What I would give for them to have put Philip Grubauer into the McGruber line. Everyone's favorite Italian Finn, Matthias Michelli. It's been a while since I said his name. Evgeny Kuznetsov and the Shesterkian one. Collaborating together is Austin Matthews and John Tavares, which is ironic with the captaincy on JT. We have a short print. Man, that would have been nice if it was the other Blackhawk, but it's the bookend, 199 of 199. David Gus for Chicago. Chicago goes to Alex. Typically, and it's not a hard and fast rule, the first number or the last number, like if it was 1 out of 199 or 10 or 199, 199, it adds maybe about like 10%. I seem to find on average. The jersey number match can maybe be a bit more like 15%. So you get a little bit of a bump there on the Gus for sure. And former Ranger, but here he is still a rag. K-Andre Miller. Your base cards will be McCarr, former Rookie of the Year Mo Sider, and the aforementioned Philip Grubauer. There we go. The beat goes on. Welcome to the break, Cosmo. Say hi to Jerry, George, and Elaine for me. Halifax's second favorite son, Nathan McKinnon. We have Little Gouda, and we have Mason McTavish. Hiding behind McTavish will be some freshman focus for everyone's favorite televangelist, Luke Evangelista. Behind that will be a bounty card featuring Nick Suzuki. The bounty cards are fairly straightforward. You collect them all, scratch off the code once you get them all, go on the Upper Deck website, redeem them, and get a reward. Your prize may not be as good as what you get here at D&M Sports by guessing the right number on a short printed card, but it is a prize nonetheless. And oh man, we've done it before in terms of pulling a Bedsy Future Watch. Oh wait, hopefully I can reverse jinx it. Golly, good thing we got this unsigned and not signed. No one would want that. Last time we pulled one, it was Brad Clare. He decided to, what do we got? Marshall Show Horvat and the Workhorse and Whitehorse. He decided to grade it. Got a 9 on the card and a 10 on the auto. He was pretty fired up. How many bounty cards are there typically? I can't remember if there's 50 or 100, because they do it for different products. Like Artifacts does it with the Orem and that type of thing. I want to say 100, Dale. I think it's everybody in the base set. The other thing, though, they do have maybe not the Future Watch ones, but either way, it's a bit of a fool's chase. The bounties work very specifically. If you're one of the first 25 or 50 or whatever the number is to do it, you get the big reward. And then from there, anybody who does it after the fact, they typically get like the whole set, like all the bounty cards that they scratch. Upper Deck like sends you those as like short prints or something along those lines. But back to work with Kirby Doc, Cole Perforati, as some people call them, Cole Perfetti, and Bradles. And there is going to be your Future Watch. It is Michael Kesslering. It's a retro Future Watch. Bloop. There's a quick peekaroo there at the back with the old Coyote Kachina logo. And that gets Arizona or Utah or whatever the hell you want to call them on the board. And that goes to Trevor B. With a name like Kesslering, it's like, come on, you just put like a big M. And like what'd you put a dot over for? Patrice Bergeron himself, Evolve. Actually, you know what? Just because it's Bergeron, we'll actually take a little bit of a look at it. Look at that, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? And Tage Thompson is your red. Downtown Dale Trikes' favorite player in the whole wide world, Matthew Tkachuk. Kyle Connor and JT bringing up the rear. Oh dear, I'm trying to get these cards. Oh, they just won't go in order for some reason. Oh, man. Oh, sorry to have to make you look at that longer than you had to. Oh, gee, I feel horrible. The sincerity levels is huge. Do they auto the red ones? They do not. The red ones are essentially like a canvas. Think of Young Gun and Young Gun canvas. So the red ones are just a subset, but they do not come autoed. The Nuge, Norris, and Suzuki, the old joke used to be red is pain, because if you got red, that didn't work. Don't make me punch my phone. So, Future Watch numero 2. Peeking through, so let's just go for it. Cole McWard. Well, it's a Future Watch, and it gets Vancouver some ink, so that goes to Bobby Loans. Bobby's back again. Bobby's back. Tell a friend. Cole McWard, sorry, you're going to go in the back, but you can peek over. Matt Murray's here. No, not that Matt Murray, but freshman focus. And Luke Flip is your red. Svechnikov, Teravainen, and Sam Reinhart are the base. But yeah, can't take a punch. David Pasternak begs to differ, Levy. I've said it before, I still have a huge 40x30 canvas of the playoff game, and it's literally Tkachuk standing over Pastor like this, and Pastor's got a hand in his face. Probably my favorite piece. It cost me $100 to frame it and get it done, and we have a patch auto. Nobody cares about my canvas anymore. These are a case hit. Not necessarily a Future Watch auto, but a patch auto. So we're going to put it right here on top of the Stature while Willie's going to keep an eye on it. We're going to open the rest of these packs real quick, and then we'll look at that patch. We're not going to do the other boxes first. We'll do the whole box, but sometimes it's anticlimactic if we just kind of show it off right away. But there's a patch. There's a patch auto in there, so it could be the limited, and it could be a flap. And if it's a flap, oh boys. But we will go a little bit quicker through the last 5 packs, knowing that we're pretty much guaranteed for no more autos. McTavish, Kirby Doc, and Cole Perfetti. Didn't I just literally say those names 3 in a row? We got Kopi and Byfield with the blue parallel collaborations. Some pageantry for Luke Hughes. That is a rookie card for him in New Jersey. And Nick Swaney is your limited red. Because, what in the freak? Was this like the exact same pack that we just did? Yeah, it was Suzuki there instead of the rest. But, like, there's the workhorse and white horse, Kyle Connor, and oh no, I can't get these cards together. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, I'm just trying to... Oh, it's like they have a mind of their own, and I just can't get this off the camera. Oh, sorry. Man, that stinks. Whoever has... Who is Florida? 25. Matt M. Matt, I'll buy I'll buy those Kachuk base cards off you just so I can continue to troll. The man I hold so dear, Downtown Dale Tricks. Bradles is back, and there's a lot of repeat base. The Nuge and Josh Norris, as long as the inner cards are different. Simon Edvinson, your freshman focus. Brock Besser, getting some pageantry. And Jordan Carroll. Dale, when you're right, you're right. What happened to going quicker? JT Svechnikov and Tara Vinen. If that patch auto is something to mail home about, I really don't care if they put the same base cards in. Nick Suzuki, Laffy, and Markstrom. Another Suzuki. Tyler Bertuzzi's here. So these cards are a little bit more unique. We have Red Wings, Bruins, and Maple Leafs. If any of you out there who have the Red Wings, Bruins, or Maple Leafs don't want this card, just make a little comment and say, give it away. I will have to raffle this between those 3 teams. The tricky part is that between you and me, the card, it's not like the card's worth like $5. You know what I mean? So the Red Wings, Bruins, so Boston is Mario G. The Red Wings are Jack. And the Maple Leafs is Julien. So if you want a chance at this card, don't say anything. Literally don't worry about it. We'll do the raffle when we do the checklist of Celebrini and Mishkov. But if you don't care, we can just pull you. Leo Carlson getting some pageantry. That is a rookie card for Leo, so it's actually a sneaky big-time hit there when it comes to the pageantry. Mainly because it is the red parallel, which are typically 1 in every box. So a little bit shorter print there for Leo. Devin Levi, your limited red Future Watch. Unsigned, of course. Rhino is back, so is Kopi, and Roman Yossi. I'm excited to see Nick Suzuki, Dylan Cousins, and Matthew Tkachuk as my base cards in this pack. Sid the Not-So-Kid, the Rat, and Elias Pettersson, who's not deserving of a name right yet. Talk about the old song, Go On, Take the Money and Run. Freshman focus for Jackson Lacombe. That is your green parallel for Anaheim. Bowen Byram. We talked about him earlier in the trade. So that is some pageantry there for him. And your limited red will be Kevin Fiala. We got Lundy, Sorokin, and Troy Terry as the base. 1 more pack to go. And then we're going to find out what that patch auto is. I shouldn't say that over and over. I'm assuming it's a patch auto. You only get 1 thick card per 16-box case. So yeah, that's a 1 in 16 hit. We have Brock Nelson. Don't bring me down. Pay hints. Jake Gensel. Freshman focus for Devin Levi. More pageantry, this time for Lucas Rusek, a rookie with Buffalo. Speaking of rookies, it's Simon Edvinson with the Wings. Your base will be Kyrou, Fiala, and Le Capitaine de la Devils du Niger, Nico Heischer. Okay. Alrighty. Crack all my knuckles. Stretch all my joints. So which way is this going to go? Is this going to be from the top? What am I looking at here? Alright. Future Watch Auto Patch is what we're looking for. Alright. Good luck, everybody. We're going to do kind of a... Let's see. Well, actually, which way is the patch? I think the patch is on the... I'm going to gamble. Is it on the left? No? Alright, frig it. I'm just going to show it. 3, 2, 1. And the anticlimactic award of the year goes to Milos Kelemen, everybody. Hooray! Milos. Your other cards in the pack: freshman focus for Sean Farrell, Mikey Anderson, and Enze Kopitar. And getting Mikey Anderson in that pack makes it all the more disappointing. Technically a 2-color. There is red. I know it's kind of hidden. You can see it a little bit more in person. So I would absolutely call that a 2-color because it's not any sort of black and it's not just whatever. 96 is the number we're looking for. If any of you beautiful people have number 96 and have liked this feed, you have won a prize. And do keep in mind that if you have Arizona, you're probably pretty fired up about this. That's a lie. You're probably hoping for Logan Cooley. But, sorry guys, I tried. Still a beautiful card. And if it helps, we had 3 autos out of that box. So technically, we shouldn't have got that to begin with. So, you know. Actually, just because we can't really see, put that there. Sneak him there, maybe something like that. Let's move Rogi. There we go. Something like that. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Well, interesting break thus far. No doubt about that. Good thing we have 2 big chunky monkeys on the way. We have Stature and then we have Black Diamond. Stature last week gave us a patch auto. It was a Mikko Rantanen out of 15. A stunning card for young Yvon Duguay, who definitely enjoyed that. Patch auto is 1 in every 3 boxes with a guaranteed auto per box. 5 cards in 1 pack. Hopefully we can repeat for another patch. Box number 27 for you superstitious folks. There might be a patch in there, if I had to say so. Not known for sure, but I'd have to think. As I take a quick drink, who we got here? Who's in the... Jack! Jack, this is for you. Oh, delicious. And nutritious. All right. We have a patch. We like to see. Keep in mind, Stature is a dual year checklist. So we have 23-24 and 24-25 represented. And then we're going into a 25-26 product. So any of you guys with your Celebrini and Bedard fantasies, now's your last time for romance if you're looking for a rookie. Nick Suzuki, the newest member of the Canadian Olympic team, is going to be your first base card. Hiding behind that, second base card will be Zachary Bolduc. That will go to St. Louis. He's now in Montreal. 516 out of 999 is the number we're looking for. I'm going to show you the very back card now. Everybody's favorite rat, Brad Marchand. 78 out of 375. Nothing drives me crazier when people all of a sudden call him Marchand, even though he was Brad Marchand for well over a decade. And the final back card, Dmitry Voronkov. That is also at a 375. 339 out of 375. And his face, I think, assuming we get some focus, which I think it was everybody's face once we saw Milos Kelemen come out. Alright. So this is what it's all about. Le patch. So your design at the top mimics the 23-24 Stature design, it appears. Every card we got was that. Oh, no, that's a lie. The Marchand was 24-25. Yeah, so this appears to be a 23-24. Could be a vet. Could be 11. I know a guy who's number 34, but I'm not used to a black bucket. Yeah, well, that kind of tracks. Pavel Mintyunkov, it is number 1 of 35. Unfortunately, There's a scuff right down there in the bottom. Who has Anaheim? Anaheim 14. That is you, Trevor. Trevor, Upper Deck is excellent in terms of taking care of their people, unlike some of their competitors, which, yes, this is an Upper Deck thing, but I'm being honest at the same time. They will replace that card. I can't promise that you'll get another patch auto for Pavel Mintyukov, but at the same time, if they can't give you that, they'll give you something of equivalent. So you need to reach out to me. You're going to need a receipt. You're going to need a box number. But Trevor, if you do want to replace that card, send me a message post-break, and I will send you the info to take care of. With that said, now let's take a look at the card itself, because this is a beautiful card. A rookie pickup from Mintyukov. It is a double color with the white and the black. Once again, we get another bookend, or a book start, however you want to look at it. This being the number 1 of 35. Quick peekaroo there at the back as a whole. Of course, your 23-24, your auto patch green out of only 35. 35. So not too shabby. Once again, could have had no patch, right? Like I say, a little shame. Yeah, nice card regardless is right, Trev. So if it was me, Trevor, the odds of you getting that same card back are very low. Like, if it's a Future Watch, a Young Gun, usually, yeah, probably. But if you getting that same one back is very unlikely. So if you're not a Ducks fan, I would go for it. See what they send you back. And worst case, if they give you the same one, then that works out. I had the same mark in my rookie patch out of Poitras. Oh, really? Must have been something with the actual, I mean, obviously with the manufacturing, right? But if there was one little piece of the machine that was a little bit tougher than the rest, sometimes that's the way that it goes. All right. It might give some of the biggest credit. There's actually quite a bit of that going around, Trevor, where Upper Deck, they'll almost take the approximate value of what you're sending, and they'll either throw in a bonus card or they'll just kind of knock the value up overall. Like, some of the replacements people have been getting are quite stunning. Like, I won't go into too many details, but yeah. Black Diamond! 25-26. This will be the go-home. I want to say very quickly to everyone, next weekend is the Cup. So we are going to do 24-25 the Cup. I tried to reach out to as many people as I could to give them the heads up. I have 8 spots left. It will be 1 clear cut of 23-24, 1 clear cut for 24-25, a Stature, and a 24-25 Cup. The price point will be slightly higher for this week only. It'll be $105 for 1 and $300 for 3. So that's a random team or 3 random teams. If you want to get in on that, I suggest you get a hold of us sooner over later. The Cup is something that people were demanding. The masses were shaking the windows and rattling the doors, and shaking the doors and rattling the windows, looking for another Cup break. So the Cup obviously is an experience. The box retails for over $2,000 plus tax. So it's an experience. If you don't want to join, that's totally cool. Join us next week anyway and watch us open it up. We'll see what we can find. Maybe we can find the Celebrini hot box that they have out there. But once again, 2 clear cut, 1 for each year, a Stature, and a Cup. 105 for a team or 300 for 3. If you want to get in on that, this is your chance. And then at the same time, yeah, that'll probably go live on Monday or Tuesday, so it should fill up quick. Transferring down 20 for someone who sent it back. Dale, what are you doing here? You're just coming to chime in to be like, well, one time it didn't work out. Like, get out of here. Stop. Jeez. This is an Upper Deck friendly family show. Downtown Dale Trade's going into business for himself again. You're lucky that's what I love about you. This Black Diamond is freaking huge. It's a chunky one. The diamond relics are what we want. So the diamond relics are an inner case hit, 1 in every 5. The other 4 boxes will have an autograph instead of the diamonds. The diamonds are real diamonds. They are not blood diamonds, but they are the same diamonds like a lab made that you would get at People's or Jewelers. They're not cubic zirconiums or real deal diamonds. The diamonds will be assigned based off of how good Upper Deck feels a player is. Sometimes they miss a mark a little bit. For example, they get 1, 2, 3, or 4 diamonds. Lane Hudson got 2. Because Lane Hudson wasn't supposed to be anything, and all of a sudden he was. So we want the diamond relic above everything else, but Black Diamond is full of things like exquisites and big patches, so we'll see what we can get there. Dale, everybody loves Matthew Tkachuk. Come on. Do you know how many kids are literally coming into the store now looking for Brad Marchand and Tkachuk stuff? And I say that without hyperbole. That is real. I literally had a kid today who was sad we didn't have like a Marchand card, and I'm like, bro, like I sold like 3 of them yesterday. Trevor, that is for you. Because why not? And Levy, you got yours right off the hop, so I didn't forget about you. Alright. With the size of this, I'm wondering if they just put the whole diamond in. It's up to me to chip it and put it into the card. This is the final box. Here's your sneak peek. Appears to be 7 cards with 3 very thick ones. And one last thing. We will be giving away a free spot, not for next week's break, for the break after. Because the cup break is more expensive, that will be a standalone break. Same time, same day, Sunday at 2, right here as per the usual. But we will give away a free spot for the following break. So do not go too far away. If you have a spot in this break, you will have, a chance to win a freebie for what will be break number 215. Next week will be break number 214. Mahovlich, one of the best Maple Leafs to ever suit them up. Frank Mahovlich. Jaromir Jagr 68 of 349, so a beautiful Maple Leaf card, which I'm sure Levy and Vince will absolutely adore. One for the Maple Leaf contingent, one for the excellent veteran contingent, let's say. Your thick cards are pretty much right there. So I'm going to show the very back card, and then I'm going to work my way forward, because we have 1 thick one in the back, and then 3 kind of 75 points, and then we get into 2 more big ones. So this is going to be a thick card that I'm going to show you in 3, 2. Sam Rinzel. The exquisite cards are quite gorgeous. Looks like a kid I used to go to high school named Gary, who everybody hated. 92 out of 399. If you know a Gary, tell him to... Yeah, I'm not going to say it. Family friendly. But Sam Rinzel. Good start to the year. I mean, 9 games, 5 assists, only born in 04. Making fun of him now, but I'm sure that may change. So we continue. Back to Chicago, never left. It is now Oliver Moore. This will be the Black Diamond Futures. 232 of 249. If you have number 232, you've won 2 prizes. Why? Because I'm convinced nobody out there guessed number 232. There's also your quick peekaroo at the back. Chicago really filling in. Oliver Moore, who has been born late, like in terms of 05, I mean that in a good way, being young. He has the potential to really fill in on that line. Maybe not the Bedard line, but he'll be right there. Behind. Oh, we do not have extra cards. That is one of the. There we go. So this is your diamond facet. So it appears like 2 because it has that clear cut film in the middle. Alexander Nikishin is what I'm calling them. They're gorgeous cards. They're stunning cards. You can't see me. That goes to Carolina, of course. A 3rd round pick in 2020. There you go. Alexander Nikishin. 2 cards remain, and then we go home, everyone. So let's now go from the front. We'll start the slow ride here with Mahovlich. We do not see our big hit as of yet, so we'll see what is going to appear behind Frank. That's a pretty beautiful card. For anybody who wants to talk about like the manufactured patch or whatever, when you're going to pair it up with a logo like that, they're quite sharp. If you're a Sabre fan, like, that would almost be like an automatic, I have to have that in my PC on display, just because you get that big bison head right up on the front. That is really nice. Anton Lundell's 15 of 49. If you have number 15, you won a prize. And Buffalo is Jack. So Jack, you've been doing quite well here the last little bit. I'll show you the back here before we see the very final card. Put that there with Frank on top. So there you go. A stunner. And Noah Ostlund, never even mentioned the kid's friggin' name. He's got some good potential as well. So Ostlund, also quite the up-and-comer. Just a wee bad there. They were showing on TV today. I'm now going to talk football again, but they had Trevor Lawrence in Clemson. It had 2019. I'm like, oh my god! I feel like it was yesterday. I was hoping that they were going to draft him. So when I see guys born in like 04 or 05, it's like, ugh, gross. All right. Final reminder: next week's break is the Cup. I will be away for the rest of the week. If you need anything, you can feel free to reach out. We'll see what we can do. And aside from that, we're going to give away those 2 cards we have over there from the break earlier. And then we'll give away a free spot for break number 215, which will be in 2 weeks. So on January 18th. Off we go. It's Noah again! Well, that works out pretty well for Jack. Noah Ostlund looking over both of his shoulders here in a weird way. And there you go. So the shtick of these are easy enough. You collect all 9, you put them all, and you kind of make the puzzle out of them, if you will. If you can't make a 9-piece puzzle, I'm a little concerned for you, so I think you'll be able to figure it out. But another smackaroo there for Buffalo. So no, Jack, that's not comical. That's Ostlund. And I guess I also missed out on my chance to leave you on the one final thing. It is James Hetfield's favorite player, Noah Ostlund. And then that is that. So, once again, everybody, thank you. Appreciate your Fredgie. Hope everyone has an absolutely amazing week. Hopefully all of your week calms down a little bit and we can all find a little bit of calm in this new year. Once again, of course, Happy New Year, everyone, because I haven't seen you. If you have any questions about anything at all you have to do is reach out. And until then, for the meantime and in between time, keep a stick on the ice.